Good morning, it's your boy Ricardo, and I would say welcome back to Back on the Bank, but actually in this session I'm filming a video for Casual Carper. Now Casual Carper reached out to me about a month and a half ago, and yeah, they got in touch and asked if I'd be keen to test out some of their bait, which I've been doing over the last few sessions. Now I would say on my own YouTube channel, the last video I put up was a session at Farlows Lake, and I've been buzzing to get back here. So in this video I've decided to do a 72-hour session at Farlows Lake again, but this video is mainly for Casual Carper. Someone's coming past in their car, just hold on a minute. Morning. Yeah, so 72-hour session at Farlows Lake. Now I haven't caught a fish at this lake yet. Done 3 sessions. Obviously we're fishing through the winter, so you know how difficult it can get, but I am pretty confident that I'm going to have one eventually. I just got to stick to my tactics. I went and fished a session at A12 Couton Lakes in Chelmsford, Essex about a week and a half back, and stuck to my guns, applied the same bait tactics, the same rig tactics as I've been doing over the last few months, and I managed to nail one, a 21-pound common, which come off of a short gravel spot, which I pre-baited. So this session is specifically aimed towards pre-baiting a swim and actually not fishing that swim until 24 hours later. So I'm currently just walking around the lake at the moment. I'm going to do a lap of the lake. I'm going to look for some fish as well, obviously, on this walk around, and if I see anything I'm going to stick my drink container in the swim and try and yeah, jump in there as quickly as possible. But yeah, lap around the lake first. We're going to find a swim, then I'm going to find some spots, or at least one decent spot with the marker rod for a good hour or so. Pre-bait a spot with around 5 to 8 kilo of bait, and then I'm going to leave that area for a good 24 hours. I'm not going to fish at all, no lines in the water from my swim whatsoever. Yeah, it's going to be tough, but yeah, the idea is to give this a test really. So 24 hours later I'm going to stick a couple of rigs onto the spot that I've pre-baited, and hopefully now a fish or two. I'm saying two. I'll be so over the moon to just nail one, because the fish in this Farlows Lake one are absolutely stunning. Probably one of the best UK day ticket waters that I've been to, I've got to admit. Great facilities, an angling direct shop on site, and it's very secure. They lock you in at night as well, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, very nice place to come and visit if you haven't. But yeah, let's do the walk around and I'll catch up with you guys in a bit. Okay people, so it's been about 45 minutes to an hour since I arrived at the lake. I got here just on 7 o'clock. Normally the gates open about 7:30, so yeah, I got in a bit early. Managed to do a trip around the lake, and first thing I saw was that there are a lot of anglers here already. New week, obviously coronavirus in full swing, so seems to be that a lot of people have got out and decided to fish this week. So yeah, I'm not going to let that bother me too much. I walked around, didn't really see too much. I was standing in swim 10, and yeah, I was literally on the phone to my mate and see a fish crash right in front of me, and I just thought, bloody hell, that's got to be a sign surely. And it done it again twice more whilst I was on the phone. So what I've done is I've decided to move into a slightly bigger swim, just because of the camera gear and that, and I can still get to the spot that I'm sort of aiming for. And yeah, literally going to find an area now, spend the next hour or so looking for a nice area to bait, and then we're going to sit on our hands and wait until tomorrow and hopefully have something off the spot. So yeah, let me crack on. I need to set up my bivvy, sort myself out a little bit. I've got the bed set up, but yeah, sort myself out a little bit. I need to have some food as well, and then I'm going to chuck the lead out and see if I can find myself a decent area to fish for the next 3 nights. Okay people, so I've spent the last 45 minutes searching for a nice area to put this bait on. I have to be honest, this end of the lake is quite weedy, but I'm pleased to announce that I've found one. I haven't even wrapped the rod yet, so I don't even know what distance it's at yet. I've clipped it though, and I'm literally just sitting off the back of a gravel patch, silty sort of feel to it, just off the back of it. So the idea is to obviously put the bait out on there, leave it, bring the fish in, let them get confident over the next 24 hours, and then get my rods back over there. So little tip for anyone that wants a proper spodding / marker glove, them finger stools I bloody can't stand because they're tiny and they end up slicing up after a few weeks anyway. So what I've done, I've taken one of my golf gloves and yeah, basically just use that to spod with. So yeah, grab yourself a little golf glove and you'll be away. I'm going to start preparing the bait to go out in the next half an hour. So yeah, I won't be fishing until midday tomorrow, and there goes my marker rod, so I better grab that quick. But yeah, I'll speak to you in a bit. Okay people, so with the spodding done, I've got a couple of things that I wanted to show you in this video. So first off, the rigs that I'm going to be using for the session ahead are as follows. I have got 2 simple blowback rigs. Now I've just used a coated braid here from Ridge Monkey, but yeah, I've stripped some of that back and just made a normal hair big enough for a 15mm bottom bait, and then I tip it with some colour, whether that be pink, yellow or white. They're my favourite 3 at the moment. 8-turn knotless knot, rig ring, bit of shrink tubing should I say on the eye of the hook. Yeah, about 6-7 inches of hook length, and then I've just got a little anti-tangle sleeve that goes over the top of the loop that goes onto my quick change swivel. The other rig that I'm using is the infamous Hinge Rig. Now this Hinge Rig is about 3 inches in height off of the bottom of the lake bed, so it sits up like this. Obviously you've got the rig putty there that holds it up, and what I tend to do is steam that should I say, over the kettle just to get a bit of a curve on it. So yeah, it basically sits in the water like that, so that when the carp comes in, it's bosh and it's caught in the bottom lip normally. That's the idea anyway. I've gone slightly longer on my Hinge rigs more recently actually, so I'm fishing like 8 to 10 inches at the moment. I found a nice marginal spot to the right of me, which I'm going to put some bait on later on, and then I'm going to fish that as a single. So yeah, 2 rods on the main baited spot and 1 rod off on the snag area. So those are my rigs. What else can I talk to you about? The baits. Okay, well, the colours are just little pop-ups that I've got, but the bottom baits are obviously the salted caramel bait, which I've shown you already. Yeah, they're 15mm. They do come in other sizes as well on Casual Carpers Instagram page. I believe you can go straight to his website. He's just sent me a message actually, and he's given me a offer code for you guys. So if you are interested in purchasing any of his bait, go to his website, type Casual Carper on Instagram as well, and you can use a 15% off code. I'm being interrupted by the birds at the moment. Thank you. Yeah, I just went and had a chat with the wildlife, told him to keep it down a bit, but he don't seem to have listened. Anyway, the offer code that I was saying, BOTB, it stands for Back on the Bank, which is my YouTube channel. If you type that in at the checkout, I believe you can get 15% off of the Casual Carper products. There are some exclusions though. Let me just quickly read the message because he sent me it a second ago. He's put, use code BOTB for 15% off of all bait, but it does not apply to sow items and cannot be used with any other vouchers. There you go. So just some basic exclusions, nothing too extravagant. But yeah, check them out and let me know what you guys think. Yes people, so the temperature's starting to drop. We have got to 5:30 now, losing a bit of light as well. So I've been sitting on my hands for the last 5 hours, and I've got to admit it's tough going, I can't lie. I've got the bait out there and I just want to get fishing on it really, if I'm totally honest. It's just a bit unusual coming to a day ticket water, loading in the bait and just not even putting a single rig on it. So hopefully this pays off, because I've got 2 more nights after this, and my rigs will be active as of tomorrow early afternoon. So yeah, I'm buzzing till, well, I'm buzzing to get through to tomorrow and hopefully nick one. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start thinking about what I'm gonna have for dinner, and yeah, get that cooked up and then just go into the night, looking forward to the morning. Good morning people. So yeah, quiet night for me really, because my rods weren't even in the water, but got a couple more hours and then I'm going to get my rods out onto my spot. Yeah, breeze still coming into my swim really, so it's nice to know. I'm hoping that the fish follow it, because it is quite warm as well. Last night was a nice temperature. I slept with this open and yeah, I wasn't cold, it was lovely. So hopefully next few days weather stays similar to this. Temperatures around 12-13 degrees I think for the next few days, so that's good. Hopefully the fish play ball. Let's do this. Get in now. So the swim has been rested for over a day and it is time to get my rigs into the lake. I'm buzzing about this, I tell you. I've been sitting on my hands. It's been painful, I can't lie, especially knowing that other people have caught fish as well, but we've done it and it's time to get fishing. So for the rest of the session, I'm going to have my rods on the baited spot, and I've got one off of that as well, in a snaggy area, using the same bait on the snaggy area though, so same tactics really. I pre-baited it last night as well, so I'm going to keep doing that over the next 2 nights. So without further ado, let's crack on and get the rods into the water. Well, my snag rod, which is here over in that corner, had been in for about 4 minutes, and yeah, I had pre-baited last night and haven't fished it until obviously this afternoon. I put the rod out and I didn't even have a chance to put the GoPro on the rods, and it's gone off, and I've had a small little mirror, so happy days, we ain't blanked, and I've only just started fishing if you look at it that way. So yeah, really pleased. Gonna get it out of the net, have a little look at it, get a couple of pictures, and maybe a bit of footage hopefully. So see you in a sec. We good? Yep, okay. Lovely little Farlows Lake 1 mirror carp. Yeah, I'll say probably about 9 or 10 pound. But I'm more than happy with this to start the session off. Lovely stuff. Yeah, we'll get a couple of pictures I think, and yeah, we'll put her back, crack on. So just checking back in guys, it's 5 o'clock now, and about an hour ago I had I'd say maybe 11-12 pound mirror off of the snaggy area. Got 2 more nights here, and we're going to see what happens on that spot. So got off to a good start. I've had a fish. I mean, I can't believe how quick the take come, to be honest. I literally just put out my 3rd rod. Don't get me wrong, it weren't the biggest fish in the world, but off the mark, more than pleased with the fish. It was a lovely little mirror actually, pristine. And yeah, hopefully that one grows to become a decent sized fish in this water. But yeah, so going to get a takeaway tonight I think, so yeah, looking forward to that as well. But yeah, apart from that, nothing else really much to report. Yeah, we carry on, and tight lines should everyone say. Hopefully I have another one. Yes people, so it is my first official evening on this session of actually fishing. So today went quite well. Obviously I didn't get into the water until early afternoon, but as soon as I put one of my rods in I did have a fish, so I'm not going to blank, which is great. The breeze has calmed down a lot. It's been pumping into my corner of the lake the whole day, but it's just calmed off this evening, so it'd be interesting to see whether that still happens tomorrow. I believe it is going to be coming in early morning again, so hopefully that brings even more fish into it. But I've seen quite a few fish crash. One of my mates had one earlier as well, so yeah, it's quite active at the minute. Let's just hope that it continues. Yeah, I just wanted to check off obviously for this night. Had some dinner, and yeah, I'm just going to settle down now and get some rest, and be up in the morning. Well, hopefully disturbed by a fish, but if not, I'll see you guys in the daylight. It's the second morning of my session at Farlows Lake, courtesy of Casual Carper. Now, had another half take on my marginal rod, but struck into it, and nothing from that. I was just filming a little B-roll shot actually just before that went off, so yeah, it was a bit odd really, but no, I struck into it and there was no fish there. So whether it's picked up the bait and just dropped it, or just sort of shook it, I don't know. You never know, do you, unless you've got an underwater camera system going on. But yeah, unfortunate to not have a second one, I think, there, but we still crack on. We've still got a bit of time left. I'm here till tomorrow afternoon anyway, so yeah, plenty of time left on this session to have some more action. Apart from that update, I'm gonna just have a little chill out. I might listen to a podcast or something, and I'll catch up with you guys slightly later on in the day today. Don't worry people, I've washed my hands plenty of times already. Yes people, so we are on our final evening of this session at Farlows. To be honest, it's been a slow day, I'm not going to lie. It's been overcast, misty, but nothing's happened. It's been very, very quiet. Couple of bleeps on my left rod, which is out on the baited spot, but bar that, nothing else really to report. Haven't seen anyone on the lake have a fish either, so yeah, it's slowed down again, which is frustrating, but we carry on as usual. I've recast all 3 rods. I did contemplate moving the snag rod slightly closer in, but then reversed my decision because I've been pre-baiting the spot that I was fishing for the last 2 days. So yeah, I kind of wanted to stick to my guns and stay on that spot. So I'm going to go around shortly when it gets a bit darker and put a bit more bait on that area. I haven't touched that area all day, so yeah, I'm going to get back on it now and hopefully have another one. Enjoyed the session. It's been nice to get out in the fresh air, away from people as well, especially at this moment in time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this lake, to be honest. I've been here a few times now. Glad I got off the mark earlier in this session though and had one. That was my first fish on this lake and it was a stunning fish. For now though, I'm going to crack on, make some dinner and then settle down for the night ahead. So I shall see you hopefully before tomorrow morning, but if I don't, I'll check in again then. We've finally reached the end of this session here at Farlows. Unfortunately, I have no other fish to report. It's been very quiet since yesterday morning. Yeah, literally a couple of liners I'd say at most, but apart from that, nothing. So yeah, a bit disheartened, I won't lie. I was hoping to have had another one, considering I got off to a great start, but it happens, doesn't it? So we carry on. Yeah, I've enjoyed the session though. It's been good. I've learnt a lot. I've filmed a lot. There's a lot of content here. I'm hoping that you guys have enjoyed the videos. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe to both my channel, Back on the Bank, and Casual Carper's channel. And I will hopefully see you again in the next episode. Take care. That's the main thing right now. Make sure you take care of yourself. Keep your hands clean and look after your loved ones. Peace.